grounded in your upper back as long as your lower back is straight. So you're kind of in this position rather than here. So this is our Deadlift Saturday group. Obviously you can see we got a mix of everybody on the powerlifting team, and basically it's just trying to push everybody to get bigger, stronger, lift heavier every week, and build that kind of community, the powerlifting community here at the gym. Just left the gym, and you saw we were filming our Deadlift Saturdays, and that's something we've been doing for the past, oh God, probably 9, almost 10 years. We used to do those days at the old gym. It started out kind of as team training and a bunch of the guys lifting together, and it's really changed and turned into more of like an all are welcome. You saw we got people who, one guy who's lost 140 pounds and he's in there trying to deadlift 500. You got 16, 17-year-old girl, you know, working her way towards a 300-pound deadlift. And then you got our more experienced guys who are in there and they've competed maybe 4 or 5 times, and they're helping guide and teach. So, you know, it's really cool because I gained so much through powerlifting, and have been fortunate to learn from some really great lifters, and now it's just giving back, and we're teaching these next, you know, group of lifters, or these younger lifters, how to do it as well, and now they're learning from us. So it's kind of like, it's our way of giving back, and we don't charge them anything. It's all for free. There's no cost. It's just, again, my way of showing my love for the sport and trying to spread it amongst the rest of the gym. This is bringing back memories of when me and Brett used to train. I remember on a deadlift day we were training for a meet, and he had just pulled like 720 or 730, and we were the only 2 guys working. He was a manager, and there's a guy at the front he had to give a tour. So he hits his deadlift, and I guess he tweaked his back a little bit, so he was kind of like a little bit woozy, like he was kind of like panicking a bit. And he goes up to the front to give the guy a tour, and he's coming around, and you can see he starts getting all woozy like this, and just face plants, face down right in front of the member. And it was like the guy didn't know what to do, so everybody goes over, we help him up, and he stands up, he goes, "So you're gonna join or what?" And the guy ended up joining. Torque Barbell as it is today has remained the same from day one, in the sense of we consistently are strength-based, performance-based, you know, the mindset of hard work and grit and all the other things that I talked about in the first episode.
I started off as a member here, I think in about 2016. I thought it was such a cool place. I saw the trainers here, and I was like, I'd love to be one of those. So I got certified as a personal trainer, and I tried to be in front of Dan as much as possible, because he's obviously the boss here, and if I could ask him any questions to do with fitness, he was always there to help out. He always wanted to see everyone here grow, whether it's with their fitness goals or business, right? He was always there to help, and he still is every day here.
When I dropped out of high school, didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew that I loved lifting. I knew that I loved fitness. I was working at a fitness store at the time. I said, you know what, Mom and Dad, that's it. I'm done with school. I dropped out in my 5th year. I was playing football. The football team sucked. So I said, screw this, I'm done. I'm going to work at the fitness store and be a power lifter and maybe one day take over the store. And they were like, oh my God. I did that for about 3-4 months, and then they sent me to a private school. They said, okay, you got to at least graduate high school. So 3 courses that I need to graduate. I think I was 3 short. And then those 3 got me to university. So my parents said, okay, you know what, go to a university for a year, see how you like it. I didn't even buy textbooks. I basically went down, partied my face off, met the rugby guys, the rugby team, and because I was the strongest guy in the gym, a lot of those guys gravitated towards me and wanted me to help them with their training. So that's essentially how I got into training people, was those rugby players at Brock University. When I left there, I went to Westside Barbell. That's where I learned powerlifting and what the gym could be, that intensity, that mindset, you know, people pushing to get better. And I had been fortunate to train in a few other places with a few other people who sort of mentored me over the years from when I started when I was 15 years old. But Westside was a pivotal moment for me where I came home and I said, this is what I need to do. So I was driving through the industrial area just a couple of streets north of where we are at now, and I'd seen a sign go up above an automotive garage and it said Intrafit, and I spun around and went and checked it out because I thought it looked like a gym. That's where I met Mike. So he had opened a bit of a CrossFit studio, and I went in. I had a bunch of equipment in my basement: squat racks, power racks, benches, platforms, dumbbells. Basically said to Mike, if I bring all my equipment over, I'll pay you rent every month. And that became my home base for training people. And I put everything I had into it. And then we got to a point after 3.5 years where Mike and I decided to partner up and we opened Torque. He liked the name Torque Fitness and I liked something Barbell Club because of Westside Barbell Club. And we just combined it, Torque Barbell Club. That's how the name came. And it's funny now because at the time, it didn't really mean anything to me. But one day, about 2-3 years into it, I heard a guy on the phone, a member here, and I guess he was selling drugs or something, and he said, yeah, I'll meet you in the Torque parking lot. And that was the first time to me that the name Torque meant something. It was actually a place that people knew. I'll meet you in the Torque parking lot tonight. And that was it. So for me, the first couple of years, it was like trying to understand what the gym was. And you know, I was 23 years old. I was just a kid who had a passion for fitness. I had a good work ethic that had been instilled in me from a young age. I've had a lot of people come and go over the years. You know, people through injuries, or, you know, one of my very first clients who became one of my best friends, he killed himself 5 years ago. And because he had killed himself and his mental health struggles, now every September is Mental Health Month and we do a big fundraiser, and so many people can relate to that. And I think by us recognizing that as a gym, and, you know, myself personally, I've gone through my own struggles with substance abuse and things like that. So, you know, it just, the gym has grown so much. And when it opened, we were purely powerlifting, bodybuilding, athletes wanting to get bigger, stronger, faster. My partner, he was a bodybuilder, like I said, so he was training girls in bikinis. There was girls in bikinis walking around, and, you know, you got them doing their posing, and then you got the guys in the back maxing out on deadlifts, getting nosebleeds. And it was a really unique atmosphere, and I think it was something that was really needed in Etobicoke at the time, or in Toronto.
Everyone here is here to do business, whether that means, you know, with their own fitness and health goals or with their own like career.
Ever since day one, man, it's always been chase it. Not only the numbers, but the numbers, the pump, the adrenaline, the aggression, you know, get the intensity out, because at the end of the day, hard work does pay off, and we don't train half-assed. At the end of the day, we're all here for something.
Just being around people who want more out of life, more out of their training. They want to be stronger, they want to be better, faster. Being around people like that is the best thing ever. It just kind of motivates you to do better for yourself too.
We don't have carpets on the floor. We don't have fans attached to our treadmills blowing, you know, mist in your face trying to, we don't have a lunk alarm, like none of that stuff, you know. It's like the Torque Barbell is where you're rewarded for the hard work that you put in. Everybody is here to support each other.
It doesn't matter if you just started yesterday or you started 10 years ago, everybody's pushing you to do better. And I think that's awesome right from the get-go. If you have the opportunity to train here once, I think you'll feel it on the very first day. Maybe when you walk in for your tour of the gym, you're like, oh, this looks kind of scary. But once you have your first session here, you're gonna leave thinking like that was like an amazing session, because you're around so many strong, like-minded people. And if you're not in that type of mindset, or you're not where everyone is, everyone's gonna help you get there.
We're here to put out the work and show people that you can do it. Even if you're injured, even if you've gone through hell and back, whatever it may be, we wanna let you know that we're here welcoming you with open arms, trying to help you with your goals, you know what I mean?
I think the way that the gym has grown over the years, like I said at the beginning of this, it's the same as it was in the mindset, but now we have 650 members, and not all those people are power lifters. You look out on the floor and there might only be 3 or 4 people in the back deadlifting, and the other 25 people are either taking part in like a weight loss boot camp, or they're doing a personal training to rehab, you know, a knee injury, or somebody who was a former athlete and is now working in an office. You know, it's grown to be a place for everybody, I guess, everybody who values hard work. To me, when I walk through these doors and I see people getting results, making progress, that to me is the best part about owning a gym.